So real quick, we're going to do a quick recap, but this is also the first time that we're going to do a quick little bout of luck recovery. And I'm going to try and stay on top of this. We're not going to do it every session. It's probably going to be every other. Now, don't forget that when you make a roll, you can do stuff like put points into having sanity loss, avoiding unconsciousness, avoid certain death even, or like adjust a roll by spending luck points. But to that end, your luck is also going to be regenerating over time to encourage you to use it and all that stuff. So everyone go ahead and make a luck roll for me. And if you roll below your own luck, so if you succeed, you can add to your luck a certain number of points. Okay, so you cannot.
I've succeeded.
Okay.
I also succeeded.
Great. So anyone who succeeded, you can actually add 2d10 plus 10 to your current luck, up to 99.
So I get 99 luck now?
Oh my god, no, I'm sorry. Reverse that. Uno, reverse that. I don't know how to read. If you got above your luck, 2d10 plus 10 luck points. If it's equal to or less than your present luck score, 1d10 plus 5 luck points, up to 99.
Well, yeah, this is the best 90 I've ever rolled.
Yeah! As usual, Beth's luck is off the charts.
It, like, I swear, it swings all over the place, and when something bad happens to me, I will then make up for it tenfold with some insanely good luck immediately. Like, that was my entire vacation last week, was just periods of weirdly good luck, one really bad luck thing, more good luck, one more bad luck thing, and then a lot more good luck.
In that order.
Exactly in that order, actually. So I'm rolling 2d10.
2d10 plus 10 luck.
And we're rolling 1d10 plus 10?
1d10 plus 5.
Plus 5.
So I got a 7 and a 9. Is that 79 or 7 plus 9?
7 plus 9 plus 10. So 26.
Okay.
So you get a bonus 26 luck points. Make sure you guys use them. I mean, I guess you don't have to, but, you know, they're there. So.
I almost have maximum luck.
That's fine. Yeah, use it. That's what it's here for.
Good.
Now, who would like to give us a recap?
I can do that.
Yeah.
So we finally all arrived in Scrinkly Falls. I'm kidding. That's not the name of it. But we're all finally here at last, and most of us have sampled the sparkling clam chowder. Specifically, I think Cosmo ended up consuming 15 sparkling clam chowders, and it was the best chowder of their life. Chrys got one. It got it in a to-go cup because we immediately decided to leave, and by we, I mean Iris, because Iris does not have the patience to sit still for any amount of time. So Iris and Chrys travel in their car because Cosmo decided to take their own car and leave without everyone else. We arrive at the burned down remains of this woman's house. This woman we have named Kitty Scarlet, and her daughter, who maybe has rabies. We don't know. It's not up to us. That's up to the universe to decide.
There might be rabies.
They're standing outside talking to John Police Officer. That's not his name. I don't remember his name.
Phil.
It's not important to me right now.
Phil. It was Phil.
Phil Police Officer. That's his last name. He runs in the family. They're standing outside talking, and she exclaims that someone has burned her house down, and John Ice Cream's House of Meats security cameras have caught it. However, Mr. Phil Police Officer has to get a warrant to be able to see that, because John Ice Cream's House of Meat is currently in competition or something. I don't remember.
His words were, the officer's words said that he was being uncooperative because he's in the middle of a feud.
Yes, he's in the middle of a feud. So John Ice Cream is in a feud with who I can only assume would potentially be John Meat's House of Ice Cream. We'll find out. Maybe. Also, in front of this burned down house is another group in the reflection game. It's a group of 3 people, 2 of which are twins. So we have Morgan and Amanda Tulip, and they're part of Team Tulip with Nate Appleton. They won their first round last game. They very politely explained the rules to the game, and are looking for a place to stay in town. Maybe we'll work together, maybe we won't. Who knows? Kitty is attempting to find the Porcelain Dalmatian Hotel, so maybe we'll find her there if she finds it. But that would mean we'd have to find it as well. And, that's where we left off.
Lola doesn't think it exists.
Lola doesn't think it exists, and Iris thinks that it's because it's not updated on the maps yet.
For the first time, because I have to play a smart character this time, I've been taking notes so I'll actually remember things.
I've also been taking notes.
It only lasted for the first page of information, and then we go to the second page, and I just started drawing. So it's evolved.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I think you pretty much hit the nail on the head. The other 2 characters that I'll just rename real quick, Eloise is the child, and you met the 2 owners of the Spicy Clam, which is a little diner, Grenda and Sassy, who were very polite and got you all so much carbonated clam chowder.
Oh, you know what?
I don't.
That reminds me. Apparently, the bread velvet has come up several times. According to Grenda, Giuseppe Romano has been spreading rumors about Grenda's chowder. But everyone's talking about going to the bread velvet for, like, muscular needs, I'm assuming. That's what I was getting from Kitty.
No, Kitty said that the person who burned her house down works at the bread velvet.
Bosco. Okay, Bosco works at the red velvet, but is being harbored by John. The bread velvet is harbored by
completely
John
different.
Ice Cream.
Yes.
Bosco
Harbored?
works.
No, what? Bosco's not being harbored by... No.
Are you sure? I have that written down 3 different times.
No, his... I know,
Are you sure about that?
I know there's a lot of information going around right now. I genuinely understand. There's been a lot to drop. To basically summarize, John Ice Cream has a security camera that faces the Scarlet household. Kitty Scarlet says that she saw Bosco burn it down. So John Ice Cream is the only one who might have evidence that would point to that crime. Not that Bosco is being harbored at the establishment.
He's harboring evidence.
He's harboring evidence, yes. Yes, but they need to get a warrant. The police need to get a warrant if they want to act on this.
Yeah, the police need a warrant. We don't need a warrant.
Maybe.
We're not the police.
We just need to make John Ice Cream our friend so that we can go make John meet our enemy and convince the other team to become the best friends of John Meets Ice Cream House so that we can get on the feud, but secretly we're just kind of compiling evidence because this might turn into a more cooperative matter in the long run.
Maybe. Well, let's pop into John Ice Cream's House of Meat. So the interior of John Ice Cream's House of Meat is like bright pink, almost like nauseating pink.
He looks like a hipster Colonel Sanders.
He's a bit like a hipster Colonel Sanders. I'll get to him in a minute. So I literally have a full description for this place. So this is a bright pink butcher shop, which could easily be mistaken for an eccentric art exhibit. The center table is covered in what appears to be bright pink slabs of raw meat. Strange paintings hang up on either side of the same complementary color scheme. There are a few employees who are dashing around, grabbing meats from the various refrigerators and then running them over to be weighed and wrung out. And as you enter, there's a few customers that exit. They look as happy as they can be, holding these like spherical slabs of meat. And so it's, in a way, imagine like going into an ice cream parlor, picking out your flavors, they scoop them and you leave with them. Imagine that, but it's a butcher shop. And that's essentially what you've entered into.
They're scooping?
They are scooping the meat into cups.
Scoops of meat for dinner.
Now,
I've written down sell scoops of meat, circular, spherical.
yes.
Spherical.
Now, there is absolutely no question in anyone's mind who the owner, John Ice Cream, could possibly be. It is this eccentric-looking man with this bright white hair and Colonel Sanders-looking ass beard. He has a pink jacket and white pants. And as the three of you enter, he says, "Well, hello there, and welcome to John Ice Cream's House of Meat. You are not from around here, are you?"
Absolutely not.
No. How did you know?
Oh, well, I was from the original Bar Harbor, before the incident happened. So I just happened to have a pretty good idea of who moved here with me. What can I get for you fine fellas?
Can I, before I answer? Oh, you're getting a sphere of meat.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I wasn't going to respond to him. I was just going to watch someone leave and see if the meat is still bright pink as they enter the outside lighting.
It is, yeah. Go ahead, Chris. What did you want?
I'd like a sphere of meat, please.
Sure thing. Yeah, $12, my good sir.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm so poor.
At those California prices.
Only the finest.
I just spent $32,000 on zucchinis. Hold on.
John Ice Cream kind of stops and he says, "What the fuck?" And then goes around back to the counter and personally scoops you a giant cup of pink raw meat, which he hands to you.
Mr. Meat,
please call me John Ice Cream. And he stops for a second. He says, "I am not John Meat."
Oh, my apologies, Mr. Cream.
Go on.
Mr. Cream, can I ask you a rather strange and perhaps forward question?
This is my natural hair color.
No, that's fine.
Oh.
Why do you perhaps have a feud with John Meat? They gesture to the ice cream shop.
No.
No?
No, I heard he's pissed at me for whatever fucking reason, but I have no ill will towards him.
Oh, so no, feud that you won't cooperate with the police about?
Is this about the fucking security footage?
I didn't mention the security footage.
He puts his hands on the counter, and he says, "I try to be a good citizen, okay, but I'm feeling a little testy right now because someone's trying to screw me over. The police can have the footage. They just need a warrant. Very simple."
Okay.
Reasonable.
Can I ask why? If you're protecting someone that doesn't work, do they work here? Is that why you won't do? I apologize. I'm genuinely curious why you're so stringent about having this warrant issued for the DVR.
Because I have my own issues to deal with, okay? I had a $1,000 order that Sally Fitzsimmons is not collecting.
So how does that have anything to do with your feud?
Because now I need to go back in because Sally's not collecting, and I have to put away and repack and restore $1,000 worth of product, okay? It's very time consuming, and frankly, I'm a little mad about it. I'm sorry about what happened to Kitty, I really am, but frankly, the police need a warrant anyway. Just go get a warrant. You can have the footage, and if you want to arrest Bosco after that, be my guest. Not my business. I just have my own fish to fry right now.
So, question for you. If we got Sally Fitzsimmons to pick up her order, would you show us the camera footage?
If you got Sally Fitzsimmons to make good on her order, yeah, sure. We can go back and watch it together.
Where does Sally live?
I don't know where Sally lives. She's one of the cashiers at Blar Harbor Gift Shop.
Cosmo turns on their heel and starts leaving.
So you're not getting a scoop of meat?
Oh no, I'm they look around, vegetarian. Watch out.
Chris throws $11.85 on the counter, and he's like, "Yeah, sorry, this is all I got." and he like takes a scoop of he like takes a little chunk of meat and puts it back on the counter.
With your hand.
So it's less than $12 worth of meat, and then he leaves.
John Ice Cream kind of stares dumbfounded as the three of you exit stage left. Now we are going to return to John Street Road. Evening has now fallen on Blar Harbor. It was a long day of travel for you all, which means that night will soon be approaching. But we're not quite there yet. So whatever you guys like to do while businesses are still open, be my guest.
Are we running to the gift shop?
Do we want to? We have 2 cars. What if we thought about splitting up and meeting back up? Because they tapped their notebook and they're like, someone mentioned an event at the camp tonight. I don't know what that means, but I do feel like if we're really going to be investigating this, we should probably go to that.
Yeah.
Do we want to split up? 1 or 2 of us can go to the gift shop and talk to Sally. Someone else can poke around here. Maybe one of us can stay here, Cosmo says, glancing at Kitty, and get some more information.
Who wants to stay with Kitty?
Well, Chrys doesn't have a car.
That's true.
Yeah, I can't stay by myself.
Iris, you're the most blindingly social person I've ever met off the bat. Would you mind talking to Kitty? I have a feeling you'd have a better chance than any of us, because I'm kind of mean.
I mean, sure, but like, what else do you want to know?
I don't know. Why do we? Is this the evil force we're beating up? I mean, do we have to go kill Bosco, the grocery man?
Way ahead of you, actually. Go ahead and do whatever the hell you were gonna do. I'm putting my micro bore back on the ground out of my jacket.
Okay.
Is Kitty still here? I know she was gonna investigate a hotel.
Kitty and Eloise are gone.
Oh, never mind. They're not there anymore. Well, I take back my plan.
They dematerialized.
I was like, they look like they're loading. Are they still here? They dematerialized finally.
What happens is they see you talking about them and they fucking scurry.
They see Cosmo gesture and they're like, we got to get out of here before they come back over and ask more
Literally.
questions.
No, like they were here. They are no longer here.
Looks bad.
Okay.
Oh, they're gone.
Well, how about change of plan then? Iris, would you go talk to Bosco and figure out anything? Even just like lie? I'm very bad at that. Chrys,
Sure.
are you a good liar?
Yes, actually.
Would you rather come with me and try and convince Sally Fitzsimmons to pay her $1,000 order? Or would you rather go with Iris and lie to Bosco to try and get information?
I mean, I can intimidate or I could like fast talk. So like, Bosco kind of sounds more fun.
Okay, I will go. What? I guess I'll go talk to Sally.
You don't want to go intimidate Sally into buying meat?
Well,
Specifically directed at Chrys.
What I mean, like, I could beat her with the meat sack I have.
Oh,
no, that's a
God.
fast way to getting arrested. All they have to do is get a warrant, apparently, and then you're just dead. You're just dead in this town.
They can't see my reflection. They won't find me.
I give Chrys a good, powerful, like, not slap, but like a good old clap on the shoulder. And I'm just
Hold on. Sorry to interrupt you, but Chrys has just brought an incredible point, which is that we can hide in those corners of convenience stores that have the corner mirror, and no one will find us.
Wait, what door closed? She'll still show up, though? In the mirrors?
I mean, I
don't?
sent a picture of
No
the
clothes.
other group earlier, and they didn't show up in the picture, so it's just like a really shitty scenery photo, you know?
Okay.
We could do crime.
Maybe later. And it's Cosmo starts going for their car, and they're like, okay, I'm going to go talk to Sally.
Who are you going with, Chrys?
He jumps in the RV.
Fantastic. All right. Now, who would like to go first?
I can go first, unless Beth is dying to get in there.
Get in there.
Sweet.
Yo, where is the Bread Velvet.
The
It's
Red
right
Velvet.
across from the Porcelain Dalmatian Hotel, apparently.
Oh, it does exist.
Oh, hey.
Huh. I
Yeah.
hope you guys like yell at your Lola about that, please.
Oh. Is there like a sign out front?
There is.
Lola.
Yeah.
Lola.
Yeah.
The Porcelain Dalmatian Hotel. It's right there. Mark
Mm.
it.
That's not the Porcelain Dalmatian Hotel.
Then what the hell is it?
That's the Porcelain Dalmatian Hotel.
Yes.
What?
It's not the Porcelain Dalmatian Hotel. It's the Porcelain Dalmatian Hotel.
Is
Is it
the enunciation? Is that what?
No,
Is it
it's the spelling. It's spelled completely wrong.
Uh,
Both porcelain and Dalmatian are completely misspelled.
Okay.
And that's not even hotel, that's hoddle.
It's not even a hotel, Lola exclaims. It's Hoddle.
The porcelain Dalmatian hoddle.
Hoddle. Great.
Iris is scratching out the Porcelain Dalmatian Hotel that they wrote down, and they're fixing it to the typo.
All right, so you're fixing the typo, and a young individual comes out and starts like waving his hands. He's like, "Get out of here!
Huh?
Get it! Stop messing with that! Okay, I have enough going on." And they run back inside.
Stop! I'm missing
They're-
with my
they're-
own notes.
They're already gone.
What the hell?
What is this man? What is this person yelling about?
I'm going to the Bread Velvet.
All right,
Clams Casino?
you guys go to the Bread Velvet Clams Casino. So let me
Uh-oh.
kind of describe
Holy shit,
the
that guy
This is
tall.
this is not how I imagine this going.
So let me describe this interior because it is one of the most bizarre places the two of you have ever entered. Now, first of all, there are tables kind of lining the exterior of what on the surface appears to be a very decorative seafood themed restaurant, like a 4-star restaurant, like just beautiful. What's strange about it are the pools. There are tidal pools. You can see little rocks, sand, and critters swimming around in this. The participants, who are dressed very nicely, are wading around in the water without a care in the world with these little plastic buckets, scooping up sea critters and putting them in there. And as you kind of follow this process of people getting out of the tidal pools, you see them all travel to the farthest corner of the restaurant, where there is this absolutely gigantic person, even taller than Chrys. They are massive. They have this strange copper mask completely covering their face and a chef's hat. And completely nimbly, they are grabbing these buckets, frying them up, and serving them back to the customers to eat. And as you're running this, neither of you notice the very short Italian man who runs up and says, "Hey, welcome to the Bread Velvet."
Hi.
Hello.
Wahoo!
Who are you?
I'm Giuseppe Romano, founder and owner of the Bread Velvet. Yahoo! I'm Italian.
I love your establishment, Giuseppe.
Oh, thank you. A table for two?
Yes.
Sure.
Oh, well, come on down. The buckets are complimentary. And he hands you 2 plastic buckets.
Yo,
Oh,
nice.
we have to get in this pool.
Yes, it's a server yourself. Get in the pool,
wow.
collect the little critters, and give them to Bosco.
Okay.
Oh, is Bosco the tall one over there?
Yes, they're my number 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it reasonable for me to bucket a critter out of this from outside the pool?
What?
Well, you know, I mean, like, I have a micro bore and like a camera on my neck and like.
Oh,
a
what the
laptop in
fuck?
What do you mean? What the fuck? Come on, man! I got like a micro bore with me. He's too small to swim.
I guess if you don't want the authentic experience, you can stand outside the pools and pluck them from the sea.
Do you want me to just like take your bucket and do it for you?
I guess that'd be awesome.
How deep is the water?
Oh, it's like a foot deep.
Damn. All right. Chrys does not dive in. He
No,
does not
don't dive in. Don't
Don't
dive
dive
in. There's like
Chrys. Chrys looks like he's about to dive in, and then he sees the sign that says, "Please, for God's sake, do not dive."
There's
For God's sakes, underlined.
There's like 5 of them. They're like like this is a beautiful restaurant with like gorgeous decoration, and then there's like 5 just like printed out pieces of paper signs slapped up that just say, "Please, for the love of God, do not dive."
So Chrys, against his own, against his own wants, he does not dive, and then he gets in the pools. He doesn't really do too much. He just like puts the buckets at the bottom and just scoops.
Oh yeah. So you get 2 really nice buckets of little critters here. You got some clams, some shellfish, really nice assortment.
All right. So let's go bring these to Bosco.
Okay. I take my bucket back.
And then like as we're like walking up to Bosco, I like lean over and I'm like, so like what are we gonna do?
Don't worry, I got this.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Okay.
So the 2 of you approach Bosco, who again very nimbly just kind of like silently grabs the 2 buckets and starts dumping out the contents to fry up.
So how long have you been doing this?
The giant turns back to you and goes,
Oh, awesome.
Do you like working with these little guys, these little critters? And Chrys like points to the fried up things.
They nod, and then kind of turn back to their work.
Oh, I think I lost their attention.
I run a food blog. Would you mind if I took like pictures of you frying up the food?
Bosco kind of doesn't necessarily acknowledge your request, but kind of like motions that like it's not like a dismissive. It's like, yeah, like you want to do this? Sure.
Okay, cool. I walk over to the side to get a good angle, I guess.
Sure, yeah. You snap some sweet pics of a Bosco. Again, it is like genuinely very impressive work.
Cool. Well, this is great. I'm having a great time.
And
now, no, go ahead.
No, well, if you have something else to say before I continue the scene, please.
Well, I was gonna say I'm gonna wait until we at least get our food to ask my next question.
Yeah, so it takes 10 minutes. You guys are standing around before your food is dumped on your plates. Very nicely. It's almost like an effortless presentation, and they turn around and hand you your plates and give you a curt nod.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Are you, when we're done eating, would you mind if I came back over and like asked you some questions?
They point to Giuseppe, shake their head, and turn back around to the next customer.
Okay.
I think he's saying yes. Definitely go talk after we're done.
I don't think that's what they meant by that.
I think we can try anyway.
Wait, hold on. What if, okay, come with me to this table and we'll sit down and continue talking so we're not just standing behind Bosco. And
all
I
right,
sit down.
You guys get out of you get out of their way.
Okay, all right.
So here's what we're gonna do, because I think Bosco is gonna get yelled at by Giuseppe for not working if we just go up and talk to them. So what if you go heckle Giuseppe after we're done eating and I go investigate Bosco?
Oh, I could definitely heckle Giuseppe.
Yo, excellent. Okay, this is gonna be great. And I eat my food.
All right, great. Let me bring my mouse back out, and we'll head over to Blar Harbor gift shop for Cosmo.
Okay.
So, Cosmo, you enter Blar Harbor gift shop, which is, a pretty standard looking gift shop. Although I see that I apparently did not program in an exit to Blar Harbor gift shop. So I'll have to correct that after this episode, and there'll be a moment of technical difficulty. But in the meanwhile, as you enter in, you see like lines of these t-shirts like Blar Harbor founded 2030, something about fucking oily Greg. But your senses are assaulted, Cosmo, by the unmistakable scent of 11 herbs and spices. And as your nose is kind of drawn over, you see this kind of like dopey looking girl working the register. She has a big old sweatshirt on, is wearing a headband, but behind the headband is kind of like this decorative pine needle headpiece. It's very, very naturey. And she kind of like nods at you as you enter.
Hello.
Hey.
Cosmo kind of like pokes at the t-shirt and goes, are you Sally?
Yeah, hey, what's up?
Hey, I'm sorry, this is kind of like a really weird thing, but, did you order $1,000 worth of John Ice Cream's House of Meat and then not go pick it up?
Oh my god, no, I already told him I didn't place the order. I don't care what the system says. I'm a vegetarian. What am I gonna do with $1,000 worth of meat?
That's...
She said, "It's so true, bestie."
So it's like, what would you do with 1,000 pounds of meat? Shit. Cosmo like kind of looks around and they're like, well, it kind of smells like 11 herbs and spices. Maybe you could like sell it.
No, that's me. That's my, I don't know if you've read all those articles that are like how showering is really bad for you. So I switched over to the 11 herbs and spices cleaning routine, sponsored by Blay FC. That's the good shit right there.
So you are a vegetarian who won't eat meat, but you will follow the cleaning specifications from a meat-based company.
Well, I mean, like, sure, they're a meat-based company and they founded the principle, but like tons of people are doing it.
Right, but again, why are you following directions from a company based upon and not hygiene?
Can I like help you find something?
Sorry, I'm sorry. Listen, Sally. And Cosmo like leans over and puts on their best persuasive face. And they're just gonna take a stab in the dark and say, Sally, I'm positive that you, as a go-getter, clearly not a follower, would be the best person to find a vegetarian use for meat. And for that reason, I think that you should hold up on the system error that gave you $1,000 worth of, and that you should go get it.
Is that your argument?
That is my argument.
That is hilarious. Okay, great. Let's see this in practice. You're gonna roll persuasion because you didn't technically lie. You are gonna need an extreme success to do this because you also insulted them and their cleaning ritual.
I didn't insult them. I actually was shit. All right. Maybe from like a normal point of view, yes, but in Cosmo's point of view, they were just genuinely flabbergasted.
I'm not saying that what you did was unreasonable or out of line, but just the fact that you transitioned that into an insane ask, you will need an extreme success to do this.
I got a 5. That is an extreme success. I saw the 0. I thought it was a 1. It wasn't a 1, but it was a 5. Wow.
I almost had you take a penalty on that too, and I was like, it's an extreme success. She's not gonna get it. Oops.
I would like to. I'm just gonna take a little picture because this is incredible.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Why don't send that to me, and I'm gonna put it up on the screen. Is Beth's dice that she's taking a picture of? Holy shit! You're lucky that this girl is stoned out of her mind.
I'm just lucky in general. That's incredible.
Logics are really hard. She's like, holy shit, you're right.
She's like, you just, wow. That, oh my god. I don't even remember what you said, but like, I mean, fuck, you're right. I could do so much with $1,000 worth of meat.
You could be the first non-meat aesthetic meat.
Yeah.
Turn your meat into vegetables.
Bring your meat to work day.
Bring your meat to work day. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, come on, let's go. And she promptly like removes herself from the cash register. There's like 3 people behind you who are like kind of staring as she just completely vacates her post.
Cosmo turns to them and says, "I'm so sorry. It appears the gift shop is now closing. If you'd like to return for your purchases tomorrow, I have it on good authority that they will be reopened, possibly with new stock."
Great.
And then they leave.
You follow Sally into the back room, and she kind of clicks open a little computer window, and she says, "All right, let me just go to johnmeat.com. Oh, sorry, johnicecream.com. I always get them confused. I don't know why they did that or set up shop together right next door on John Street
Genuinely
Road. So fucking whatever. And she like goes to her history and she's like, "What the fuck?"
Cosmo squints at it. "Is that $1,000 worth of meat? I see."
There is an order for $1,000 worth of meat. And Sally says, I did not do that. Is there
someone else that has access to your ordering system?
No, this is my personal Bloogle Bling account.
Cosmo leans over and goes, "Hey, Sally's Lola?"
Sally's Lola says, "What's up?"
Sally's Lola, when was this order placed, and do you have any records of by whom it was?
Yeah, Sally placed it like 3 days ago.
Was Sally in an altered state of mind at the time?
What the fuck shut the fuck up.
Okay.
And Sally goes, listen, all right, I don't give a fuck what that machine says. I know my head. I know I did not do that.
Do you have any security cameras in here?
Nah.
All right, well, I'm left to assume that it definitely wasn't you.
That's right.
For sure. Just gonna, Cosmo flips to the back of their notepad and just writes, I'm gonna put the note here that Sally didn't order. But you seem like the kind of woman who is incredible at taking an opportunity for herself. So if you'd like, I would be happy to go help you load up your car with the meat.
Sweet. Yeah, no, I'm kind of busy tomorrow morning. I got a big hike planned, but like maybe Wednesday.
How about right now? And then I'll help you, and then you won't have to worry about it. You can go on another hike on Wednesday.
Can you roll persuasion one more time?
Yes, I can. That is barely a success.
Great. Sally says, "Let's go."
Yeah! I'm as we're walking out, I am texting Chrys and Iris that the fucking plan succeeded.
Fantastic. Back at the restaurant. You guys have finished up your food and you see that Cosmo has succeeded.
Excellent.
Nice.
Can I subtly send Cosmo a picture of Glasgow?
Yeah, you do that. Cosmo, you and Sally are walking over to John Ice Cream's House of Meat, and you look down and you just get an out-of-context picture of like this absolutely massive person in a copper mask wearing a chef's uniform.
Cosmo sends back 2 question marks, and then follows it up with another 3 question marks.
You get back a message that says Bosco, and it's got like a little smiley face. It's like the colon carrot smile.
Cosmo just writes back the letter K.
Great. So how would you both like to execute this plan?
Well, I assume we're gonna give some sort of cue to know, obviously when to go bother Giuseppe and lie to Bosco.
So you... Oh, I'm not lying to Bosco. I'm asking incredibly invasive questions.
Oh.
You should probably stand on the other side of Giuseppe so that he's between us.
Right. So that
So
way
that he's
can't
not
see
looking.
Bosco.
Yeah.
Right. So I'll I got this. Don't worry about it.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna wait for you to distract him, and then I'm gonna go to Bosco.
All right. Chrys lets out a big breath, and then he walks over to Giuseppe, and he's like, "Hey, Giuseppe!
Hey, how did you enjoy the food?"
Oh, it was so good." And then he goes, "Whoa!" and he trips.
Okay, you trip. Where are you tripping?
He trips, and while he's tripping, he picks up Giuseppe.
Oh no.
And he drops him in the pool. He holds him down.
I'm just picturing him going whoop, taking one step forward, standing up normally, picking up Giuseppe, yeeting him into the pool, and then doing a little spin and going, whoa!
I'm sorry, did you say you're holding him underwater?
I wouldn't say underwater, but just so he can't breathe.
You're killing this man!
Giuseppe.
Well,
Giuseppe, what the fuck?
As Giuseppe starts screaming, and a bunch of restaurant patrons are now completely focused on what's going on, Bosco seems completely unbothered as you approach, Iris.
Oh, hey, the food was excellent. Thanks so much.
Bosco turns towards you and gives you a nod.
Are there more people coming up with buckets, or are they focused on?
Right now, all eyes are on Chrys.
Nobody's getting a bucket filled. There's too much going on in this pool.
Sweet, excellent. I slide into Bosco real close, and I say in a hushed voice, "Kitty is accusing you of burning her house down. Are you aware there are cameras in front of John Ice Cream's house of meat that point at her house?"
Bosco turns towards you. Their shoulders droop a little bit, like they're sad, and they nod slowly.
Interesting. Do you have a reason for burning Kitty's house down?
Bosco shakes their head.
Okay. It was just like a joyride type of thing, or a...
Bosco actually they've been pretty reserved up until now. They shake their hands.
Okay. No. My bad. Was it someone had you do that?
They are shaking their head furiously.
Iris, I think they were agreeing that they know that there's cameras, not that they were burning the place down.
So, did you burn the house down?
They shake their head vigorously and then return to their work.
Ah, okay. There we go. All right. Well, good to know. This is a great conversation. Thank you for the meal. Maybe I'll be back. You cook a mean critters from the tide pool. I go to give them a pat on the back, and then I don't, because they look busy, and I leave.
Yeah.
And I say, "Oh my goodness, what has happened in this tide pool?"
Chrys is
Chrys.
Chrys is no longer holding him underwater. He's near him, with the back of his coat. All right. Sorry.
Get the fuck out! Right now!
Are you okay, sir? Do you
Giuseppe,
want me to
are you?
call the police
I was
on this man?
This was a form of CPR. I wanted to. Chrys books. He just books it. He's gone.
He's shaking his little Italian fist at you as you two exit.
Oh, I don't exit with Chrys. I'm checking on Giuseppe.
He is wiping sea life off of his nice red coat. And he says, That a man! He's a fucked up!
I'm inclined to agree. Do you want me to inform Phil, police officer? I think that's his name.
No, this happens once a week.
What?
Just like somebody comes in and like uses him as a toy airplane.
I respond with my very confused what, and then I just walk away.
Okay.
They try to give him that.
I'm taking pictures of both of them, though.
They're trying to give him
Okay.
that California CPR in 1929.
That's that
they
West
found
Coast
out-
CPR.
They found out that by zooming someone's little body around while they're choking, it'll sometimes shock them enough into just breathing again.
They'll be like, "Wow, this is an insane experience."
It really picked up in California and nowhere else.
All right, let's head back over to John Street Road. Once again, Scarlett, Eloise see you two and just start fucking booking it.
That's okay. Cosmo's like avoiding eye contact. If Cosmo and Sally are walking down the street and this woman starts staring at us to like run away from us, she sees Cosmo look literally anywhere but in her fucking direction.
Fantastic. So Iris and Chrys, you meet up with Cosmo, who has recruited a local druggie, it looks like.
Hey guys, this Cosmo, oh my god, I'm Cosmo. Chrys, Iris.
It's a contact eye.
It is. Do you smell the spices on her? Guys, this is Sally. Sally, these are my colleagues, Chrys and Iris. They're gonna help us get your 1,000 pounds of meat back to the gift shop so that you can have your non-meat experience.
Oh, you guys are the best. Love you guys.
Right, guys? Let's go tell John Ice Cream House of Meat the good news. I walk in.
You go in and John Ice Cream greets you enthusiastically. He says, "I just saw the incredible news that Sally has come around and placed the order after all."
Yeah, and she came to pick it up.
Well, I don't have it ready. I've already put half of it away.
When's it going to be ready? Wednesday?
No, I guess I could have it ready in the morning.
No, Sally has a big hike. Can it be ready by Wednesday?
Yeah.
All right, Sally, we'll help you move it on Wednesday. For sure, definitely promise.
Makes a note, need to leave Tuesday night. Fantastic. All right. So Sally like kind of shrugs and just kind of exits the establishment.
I turn back and I'm like, who wants to watch TV?
I'm literally about to close down for the night. Can you come back in the morning?
No.
I mean, like, why would we? We're here now. You want us to spend gas money to come back tomorrow? That's so bad for the environment.
I just convinced someone who placed $1,000 order at your shop, who's a vegetarian, to come back and pick up the meat. Please show us the DVR like you promised.
Fine. All right, come on, everyone. And he leads you into the back security office.
Yo, this room's scary.
It is a little scary.
Why are you so secure for a meat?
Whoa,
The ice cream, the meat man.
Meat security is no laughing matter. I have the state-of-the-art technology to ensure that my meat is protected and secure 24 hours a day. You don't get to be John Ice Cream and have a house of meat without this level of security.
It's true, meat is expensive.
It's very true. Max, can I, as he's like ranting about this and like pulling this up, can I roll stealth to do something?
Yeah.
I would like to stealthily position my phone and record so that when he is showing us the security footage, I'll have a recording of it.
Very smart. Roll stealth.
I was going to ask if I could do the same thing, but with my whole camera, because it's just kind of on my chest, at chest level.
Yeah.
I got an I got a hard success to succeed.
Okay. Do you also want to do it, Iris? Backups and all that?
Yeah.
Chris will take mental pictures for you
He'll
guys.
remember in his
Don't worry.
heart.
Yeah.
I got a hard success.
Great. All right. So you two quietly start recording John Ice Cream as he goes over to a cabinet in the far corner and starts like running his hands down some envelopes. And he actually pulls out an old VCR.
You said this was top of the line and you're pulling out VCR?
There is nothing more secure than a VCR tape.
If you drop
Oh.
a magnet on that.
Yeah.
Do you see any magnets?
No, but like, what if someone broke in with a magnet, you know?
What kind of crazy person is going to break into a meat establishment with a magnet? You know, everyone knows meats, magnets, they don't go together. And he goes over to another cabinet. It looks like one of those like middle school cabinets that you were going to watch Bill Nye on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like one of those little rolly carts. So he opens it up. You see the VCR player. He like blows a bunch of dust, wipes it off, pushes the VCR in, and turns on the TV. And you all stare at another angle of Kitty's house.
Mm-hmm.
It's the middle of the night. And John Ice Cream says, so this is the tape from, this must be midnight to 8 a.m. And he holds up a remote, starts fast forwarding. And suddenly the house is on fire. He's, whoa. And reverses it. And at 3:42 a.m., an unmistakable copper glint catches the moonlight. And the three of you watch Bosco trudge clumsily towards Eloise's house. Eloise and Kitty, I'm sorry. In one hand, you can clearly make out a red container of gasoline. And his other, which is being flicked, is a lighter on and off. It only takes a few moments to splash the gasoline, set it ablaze, and trudge back off into the night. And John pauses it, turns to you all and says, there you go. Guess they did it.
Does the figure in the video, is there a good, like, clear indication of, like, their body type and build, or is it just the mask?
Oh, no. No. They're huge. There is no mistaking a person of that size.
Okay.
And John says, I'm just going to, like, hang on to this until the warrant gets here. I don't really know or care what your business with it is, but as far as I can tell, our business is concluded.
Yeah, no problem. Just, can I ask you, like, a question about Bosco? I don't know how well you know them.
Sure, yeah.
Do they, like, walk like that?
Walk like what?
I mean, like, they were just kind of, like, trudging about.
I don't really know them that well. I know they're a mute, and they opened a restaurant with Giuseppe. They're not from around here. They were not Bar Harbor residents.
Okay, well, pleasure doing business. I leave.
Okay,
I
bye.
also leave. Bye.
Bye.
And as you exit, night has now fallen on Blar Harbor. It's your first night in the town. And I think before we wrap up, I would like to establish just very quickly what you'd all like to do on your first night.
We're going camp.
Yeah, we're gonna go to camp to figure out what that event is.
You guys want to go to camp?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So what car are you taking to camp? Traveling separately
mine.
again?
Yeah, probably.
All right. So you're all hopping in the RV? I'm sorry, just to...
Oh, I thought we were driving separately. I thought Cosmo was hopping in their car.
Sure, whatever you want. I'm just trying to clarify.
Yeah, Cosmo will drive in their car.
This time, Chris goes with Cosmo.
Sweet. Swapping cars. And your party...
I point to Iris before, like, as we're getting in our car, I'm like, Iris, do you just want me to drive?
No.
Okay.
I got my RV. You know, I got the micro bore,
The peanut plant.
the peanut plant.
The peanut.
peanut plant?
Yeah, you know, peanut. It's my plant. You can see it in the window of the RV. I gesture.
Cosmo waves at it and starts driving.
All
It
right.
waves back.
And
Ooh.
you all travel west towards Acadia, towards this apparent event happening in the woods tonight, as your mystery sounds pretty resolved. And that's where we end things.
I don't trust like that.
Oh no, Cosmo is fully just like, wow, all of this investigative work paid off. I now fucking know who the murderer is. It's that guy I got a picture of. Beth, don't believe that shit. But Cosmo is just like I did it. I solved the mystery. Let's move on.
I did it. Next case.
I won the game. We have to go kill Bosco.
Cosmo's like, Bosco, guilty. Iris is like, now I talked to that person one time,
And
I would trust them with my life.
Would you
Cosmo's
guys
like sharpening a steak, and they're like, huh?
Huh?
die, vampire?
That's
Oh
my
my
homie
god.
Bosco.
Thank you to Mango, Amanda Krondar, Morgan Woolbrant, Emmy Lynn Laderna, Smarties, Charlie Rose, and Adam Carpenter for their continued support of the show, and another special shout out to Ben, who just joined our $5 tier. Welcome! I don't know how many more people I'm going to be able to thank every single week, but if you'd like to join them, head on over to patreon.com/tincast before I decide it's not reasonable for me to keep doing that. We will be back next Monday with episode 4 of The Reflection Game, and I hope you will tell a friend or talk about the show with the hashtag TinCast. Please remember to rate, comment, leave a little comment, subscribe, or follow the show on whatever service you are using to listen to this on. Have a great week, drink lots of water, and we will catch you next Monday.